do Cpap. It hooks right up to your oxygen flow meter. Didn't I see a flow meter around anywhere? Yeah.
Mary, would we hook that to the flow meter or to a blender then?
For this, if you're just going to do resuscitation, you can go right to the flow meter.
Okay.
Remember, do you hook a manual resuscitator to a blender?
No.
Oh.
I'm just asking since we're...
No, if you're going to use it for CPAP, you would go to a blender.
Okay.
For resuscitation, you would go right to the flow meter. Respiratory therapist should not be without a Christmas tree in their pocket.
Just use the head.
Just that one.
That's what I thought.
That looks so much easier.
That's the baby.
Huh?
I think I got that baby. I got the baby. I got this.
Your masks come in different sizes, and I have several over here. This is controls your pressure by pushing this on top here. Can you see the manometer? And I have it set so that it delivers about 20 centimeters of water pressure. You can set your pressure by turning this dial. You can set your pressure relief or your pressure pop off by setting this dial. And you can do manual, not this dial, do the big chest excursions. I don't want this thing to fall off. Oh, that mask is much too small. Is there a bigger mask over here? There we go.
The mask is like the lid to my water bottle.
And these masks actually come in the kit with the entire piece of equipment. No, he doesn't have a good feel. So.
You can even use the masks that come with the bamboo bag will fit on the Neonatal.
And have one right here. And that one doesn't fit for some reason.
What about the one right there?
But these fit. And you have to have oxygen flow going through the device. And you can change the pressure that you're going to deliver. If you're going to do CPAP with this, you would have to hold it onto the baby's face, and you can actually control the amount of pressure by turning this dial.
Melissa, what's the flow meter at?
So this makes it better for doing manual resuscitation, especially if you're right in the unit, simply because once you set the pressure, you know you're going to give the baby the same pressure with every breath. When you're using a manual resuscitator, it will vary because you can't do it the same way every time. It's going to be a little higher sometimes, a little lower sometimes. With this, you have the pressure preset. So you know you're going to give them the same pressure with every breath. And of course, you have it hooked up, so you're giving them 100% oxygen.
Is there any specific way to set the flow meter, like, or?
Usually 5 is good, but again, it depends on the size of the baby and how much pressure you're going to be delivering. Turn this up a little bit. So, for part of the check,
I'm back, sorry.
huh?
I said I'm back, sorry.
Oh, so part of the check I will of course be doing, demonstrating doing manual resuscitation with this, not so much setting it up for a CPAP unit. But this is something that all of the hospitals are using now, and it makes life so much easier.
They keep them on in the unit.
Hmm?
That when we were in the...
Like I said, you
they
can
had-
use it for
they-
CPAP.
Yeah, no, well, they have them
No, they
on,
constantly-
ready
Oh, they
to
don't turn
go
them off.
in case everything is made sure it fits that baby.
Each
everything.
baby has their own.
We went around
Yeah.
doing a check. Remember, we were checking to make sure that
To make
everything
sure
was
your
set
pressure stays the same.
up, that everything was.
So the peak inspiratory pressure, what did you say about that again? You can set it to different.
Yeah, and you want to set it at like maybe around 20 centimeters of water pressure, 20 to 20, no higher than that. Just like when you're doing manual resuscitation, you don't want to give the baby a lot of pressure. How much pressure would it take for a brand new, just came out of the womb, whose lungs haven't expanded yet? How much pressure? Huh? No, not low.
High,
High.
because you'd have to overcome that.
Right. That can be up to 40 to 60 centimeters of water pressure. That be only for that initial breath, though. And then you want to maintain that 20 to 25 centimeters of water pressure.
Do we have O2 in the lab yet?
Mhm.
Oh, we do?
What would you say